Hi guys, sitting in my car making one of those wooden kits that I put on my other channel, and had a bit of a disaster. The battery ran out in my action camera that I was filming it with, so I'm going to use a bit of that video and edit it together with what I'm showing you now, because I decided to see if I could recharge my EvoDX action camera using one of those Poundland Powerpods, and it failed miserably. So I'll now edit in the bit of video where I talked about it after having failed doing that. So I've got a little video just about the Poundland Powerpod. Oh, bit of a disaster there, guys. I was using my new EvoDX action camera, the replacement for one of my other ones. I was explaining at the beginning this was an unplanned session, so I'd had to grab stuff before we went out, and it looks like the camera that I grabbed didn't have a fully charged battery in it. So I've no idea how much of the build we haven't seen, which is a bit of a shame because it worked rather well. So this Hobbycraft 3D wooden puzzle train locomotive, which I just went through very carefully. Yeah, I just went through very quickly and built while I'm sitting here. Yeah, the camera died. So I don't know what step we're up to. I'm not going to take it apart again anyway because it's glued together. So that is the finished article. We're sitting in the car, it started raining again, and I'm still waiting for my wife. Just out of interest, I'll try one of these Poundland disposable chargers, which I buy because they've got a little LiPo battery in them that I reuse, even though it says disposable. I shall switch it on because it's got a little on off, and then I should plug it into the camera and see if it'll charge it up at all. The only thing is I can't do that with one hand, I don't think. Because obviously I'm holding my mobile phone. That's in there, lights come on, which indicates it's charging. Well, we'll leave that and see if it puts any charge in there. Just as a final bit on the train build. Well, blue light's gone out to indicate it's stopped charging. I think that's only been going for about 25 minutes. But that one is now dead. Let's see what this one says when we power it up. It's not even powering up. No, it's now completely dead, so I think what's actually happened is it's drained the power out of here instead of charging it. Those little Powerpod things really are pretty hopeless if you're trying to charge anything with them. Yep, that's completely dead. That's not even coming on, whereas it came on before I put it on charge with that. So total waste of time. But I will take that apart and pinch the little LiPo battery out of it. Just a little footnote, talking about trying to recharge things. I'm currently recharging my mobile phone while I'm using it from that power pack. I bought that in Lidl quite a long time ago. Can't remember what capacity it is, but that one sits in the car windscreen now because it's got a solar panel on it. It doesn't really charge very effectively at all. What I have to do usually is charge it at home and then just leave it in the window there to keep it topped up. So in a situation like has happened tonight or this afternoon, where my mobile phone has also gone flat, I've got enough power in there to recharge my phone to about 50%. This is my LG Spirit mobile phone, which is quite an old one. So yeah, that's not very good either, but it's better than one of them, which is just as well because it costs about 10 times as much. I'm just looking there, I think it says 2100 milliamp hours on it. It's just written on the top of it, which this camera won't pick up. Or will it? Yeah, so not too bad in an emergency. It'll allow me to make some phone calls, but pretty rubbish. Still sitting in the car. Just another little twist in the saga of trying to charge my EvoDX action camera using the Poundland Powerpod. It's something I've found before and forgot about. For some reason, when the battery's gone completely flat on the EvoDX, it won't switch back on again, even when you've partially charged it. So pressing the on-off button doesn't turn it on again. You have to get it charged past a certain point before it'll accept that you can turn it back on. But you can fix that or bypass that by temporarily popping the battery out and putting it back in again. So I've done that, and if I press the on-off button, we're back on. And I don't know if the camera will see it, but that's the state of charge in the bottom there, which is pretty good actually. Although I did actually put it on charge from the car for a while, so I don't know how much the Powerpod actually charged it up. But I think that's why it wouldn't switch back on again. It's got this little, well, it may be a deliberate bit of programming, but when it's gone completely flat, you can't switch it back on again until you've got it charged up to a certain level, unless you pop the battery out and in again. So it is now okay to reuse. But I can't say that that charged it up to that level, because when I thought it had failed, I plugged it into the car charger instead.
Hey, thanks for watching. There's plenty of videos on my main channel with more added daily, so don't forget to subscribe and enable the notifications to keep you up to date with my new releases. You can help keep my channel running by donating $1 on Patreon to buy me coffee. You can always find more information in the video description. Thanks again for watching.